Hello. How are you guys doing? This is a little bit of a different video, honestly. We're not even going to do an intro. We're just going to jump in. Kind of like we're having a little FaceTime call at the end of the night. I just got back home from the movies and I took a nice relaxing bubble bath and I'm about to do my skincare and go to bed. But I really wanted to like chat with you guys and talk about books. So I thought, you know what? Why not chat with you guys while I do my skincare? And it's going to be very casual. I don't really have a purpose to this video. I'm just going to kind of talk about anything that I feel like, the books that I'm reading, the shows that I'm into right now. And it's literally as if we're FaceTiming you guys. I need a little moisture. My skin is looking kind of dry. So let's go ahead and start with the Rose Water Facial Toner from Trader Joe's. You can see I'm running very low, but I have a backup. I just want to finish this one first. Wow, that had a lot more products than I thought it did. Love the way this smells. I don't really think it does anything for my skin, but like it does something for my soul. I need the skincare because my skin is breaking out right now like crazy. I was on my period. I had a little bit of a flare up. It's fine. It's all hormonal breakouts. We'll survive. I just took a bubble bath. I used the Trader Joe's, I think it's the rosemary and mint Epsom salt. It's supposed to be like for muscle recovery and relaxation, and oh my gosh, it feels so good after a flare-up because my body is just like sore and tired. Definitely see how this Epsom salt is for like muscle recovery because it almost has like a tingly feeling. It's definitely not an Epsom salt you want to sit in for like a long time because it definitely tingles a little bit, kind of like an icy hot situation. I just used the Ordinary Milky Toner, which I'm also almost out of. I need to repurchase all of my skincare. My skin has just been like super dry. I haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup, just going a little heavy on the skincare. I've been in a little bit of a reading slump, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's the day after Valentine's Day, the day that I'm filming this, and I don't think I've read... Have I finished a book? Have I read anything? I'm trying to think. Hold on. Comeback? No, I read that last month. Moon and His Stars, I read that last month. I think everything I read last month. I don't think I've read anything for like the past 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. I've started some books, but DNF'd pretty much everything that I've started. And not even because I think the books were bad, but because like I'm just not in a reading mood recently, which kind of is weird because that's so uncommon for me. I usually read every single day before bed, but I feel like my attention span is just not there. My life has been a little crazy and hectic. A lot of stuff has happened. December and January were really tough months, like emotionally, physically, financially, all the things. And then February wasn't really like a break because I have so many birthdays, like family birthdays in February. My mom, my dad, my younger sister, my sister's godmother. Valentine's Day is one of my favorite holidays. My parents' anniversary. So February is so busy. Although I don't think any of those stressful things were what was putting me in a reading slump. I've been watching a lot of TV. And normally I don't watch... Why am I like going like this to you guys? Let me put this on. This is the... What is this? The Cosrx... Can I read? Cosrx Snail Mucin Power Essence. I know like a lot of people love this stuff. And it's pretty good. It's pretty hydrating. Like it gives the skin so much hydration, which I can use. Hello. Anyways, like I was saying, normally I don't watch a lot of TV, and I've said it before, I don't even have a TV in my room, and I haven't had one since I was, God, in like elementary school, middle school maybe. Long time. I've never been someone who really loves sitting down and watching TV because I prefer reading. I've always preferred reading. So I'm not the type of person who's going to sit down and watch a TV show. I would rather be reading a book or playing like a video game. I love video games. I love coloring. Just a bunch of other like cozy hobbies that I would do before I would put on a show. I'm going to put on some eye cream. This is the Dime Luminosity Eye Serum. I went down a Survivor rabbit hole, like an actual rabbit hole. Okay, I've never watched Survivor in my life. I know there's like 70 seasons at this point. Never watched it. Didn't really even know what the show was or like what the purpose of it was, to be completely honest with you. I don't really like challenge or competition shows because I'm the type of person that will get incredibly invested in one person, and if that person goes home, I'll stop watching. Like I literally will stop watching. In fact, I just did that with RuPaul's Drag Race. This last episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, I was pissed. I won't spoil it for you guys, but I was pissed about who went home. But the second I got the inkling that she was the one that was going home, I Googled it. Yeah, I did. I spoiled it for myself. Googled it. Who goes home on this last season of Drag Race? And I found out that she went home, and I was like, bye-bye. Turned off the TV, didn't even finish the episode. So yeah, I tend to get really, invested. Lips are so dry. I need some chapstick. Started watching Survivor because I was watching a show called The Traitors. This all comes full circle, okay? I started watching the show The Traitors, which is essentially a competition show full of celebrities, mainly like reality TV stars, but celebrities that are put into this Scottish mansion, and it's like a game of Clue or Mafia. I don't know if you guys ever played Mafia when you guys were like little and you'd like close your eyes and have to figure out who the... Anyways, it's a mixture of Clue and Mafia where it's a group of people. 2 or 3 of them are the traitors, and each night they like kill someone off, and it's the job of the people who are not the traitors, the faithfuls, to figure out who the bad guys, the traitors, are. But they're all like in the same place. They're all doing like different competitions, and it's entertaining. And the reason I started watching it is because I do love RuPaul's Drag Race. Love watching that show. That is one show I will actually invest time in, except this season. I'm done with this season. Bob the Drag Queen, one of my favorite drag queens ever, is on that show, and I was like, I need to watch it for Bob. Started watching it, and in that show there were so many Survivor contestants. Like, I think there was 4 of them. And one Survivor contestant is on that show. His name is Boston Rob. I was not familiar with his game. I didn't know what a big deal he was. Everyone in the show freaked out. They were like in awe of him. And I was like, who is this guy? Why is like everyone freaking out about him? And I loved him in the show so much that I was like, well, let me see who he is. And I went back and I watched his season of Survivor, which was like, I don't even know, a decade ago. Guys. I fear I'm obsessed. I fear I have a crush on Boston Rob now. I knew what season that he won in Survivor, and I watched his season that he won first. I should have gone back and watched his first seasons, but I watched the one that he won first, and I knew he won. I knew what the end result was going to be, and I was still panicking. I was like, they're going to send him home. They're going to break the alliance. They're going to blindside him. I was invested, and I was shook, and I was in awe, even though I knew the ending. But then that sent me down a rabbit hole of Survivor. I was watching old episodes of Survivor, old seasons of Survivor, just really getting to know the lore, if you will. Let me finish my skincare. Okay, I'm talking way too much about the show. Moisturizer. I've been using the same moisturizer for a while. I saw this on TikTok, and I bought it. And it's one of those things that was totally worth it. So it is Vanny Cream Moisturizing Cream, which I've used for years, but I combine it with pure castor oil. And this combination, the reason I have all these breakouts right here is because I have skipped out on this combination for like 4 days. A really bad endometriosis flare-up, and I was in my bed for like 3 days. Did not do my skincare, and all of these breakouts happened. So yeah, this is just so good. So I do a little bit of the moisturizer, a little bit of the oil, or a lot of it, and I put this on my face, and I'm going to look like a grease ball, 110%. Normally I do this after I get out of the bath, and I'll take it literally down all the way to my boobs, okay? But we have to be civilized for this video. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, my Survivor binge. Yeah. I'm deep into the lore of Survivor, and I'm trying to like make my way into all the good seasons. My friend Sarah told me like which seasons to watch, and I also want to watch like everything Boston Rob has been on. I know that he was on like Deal or No Deal Island. He was on The Amazing Grace with his wife. Oh, I'm watching shows from like 10 years ago and enjoying them now. Okay, I'm obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. I also started watching and obsessing over Dungeons and Drag Queens. So kind of like circling back to Bob the Drag Queen, who is the reason I was watching The Traitors. They have a show. I think it's on YouTube. That's where I'm watching it, at least. And it's called Dungeons and Drag Queens, with 4 drag queens. It has Alaska, Monet Exchange, Bob the Drag Queen, and Jujubee. And these 4 drag queens are playing... Oh my god, what are they playing? Dungeons and Dragons. They're playing Dungeons and Dragons for the first time. And it's so entertaining. I also know nothing about Dungeons and Dragons, to be completely honest with you. I've never played it. And now, like, I want to find a community, a club, somewhere I can sign up and go to play Dungeons and Dragons, because it sounds like really cool. Where would one join a Dungeons and Dragons group? A book club. Kind of like a book club, but a gaming club. They exist, I'm sure. But like, I'm a beginner, so I need other beginners to play with. You know what I mean? Anyways, you can see by my rant, that is why I've been in a reading slump, because I've been addicted to way too much TV. The Traitors, Survivor, Dungeons and Drag Queens, RuPaul's Drag Race, although that show made me mad, so I'm not watching it anymore. And then I watch like reaction videos on TikTok and people recapping, and I'm in the comments like, fuck Danielle. I can't believe they sent them home. Oh my god, I'm too much. Anyways, let's go back in with this rose water, this facial toner. Yeah, that got on my eye. That got on my eye. Like, really bad. Okay, we finished this up, but like I said, I have another one for tomorrow. Basically done with my skincare. And it does not take me this long to do my skincare at all. I'm just yapping with you guys. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna put on some lip balm. It's a peppermint flavor that I'm using up from Christmas. I wish peppermint was a flavor you got all year round, because I actually love the smell of peppermint. And cream, I'm gonna use the hand and body cream from Trader Joe's. It's unscented because I already have lotion on. I used the EOS lotion. It's like their fresh and cozy scent. Love that scent. Oh, we didn't really talk about books, did we? I did go to the bookstore today. Let me show you what I got. I'm gonna get my blue light glasses and show you guys what I got. I'm back. So we went to Barnes & Noble today. My sister was looking for a specific book. They didn't have it, but what they did have, I took a little peruse down the classic section. Anytime I go to any bookstore, I go to the classic section. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a Barnes & Noble girly. I'm really not. Their books are expensive, and I normally buy books at like thrift stores, used bookstores, free little libraries. I'm bougie on a budget, so yeah, I don't usually buy books like full price all the time. Barnes & Noble in my area is kind of far. It's a little bit of a drive. I have to like get on the freeway, you know. It's never that serious for me, so I very rarely go to this Barnes & Noble. So when I do go, I always peruse down the classic section, because I love collecting pretty copies of Dracula and also Phantom of the Opera. Those are my 2 books that I will buy multiple copies of, because I just love them so much. And Barnes & Noble had a couple of Dracula copies that I didn't have. I don't even know how that's possible. Okay, if you see my Dracula shelf, I easily have like 15 to 20 copies of Dracula, yet I'm still finding more copies that I don't have. I'll always buy them. I'll always buy them. So the first one I got, this one is the Union Square & Co. edition. Oh my god, stop. Gorgeous red, and then it has this gold foiling. Are you kidding me? That's stunning. I had to have it. I had to have it. And then I saw this one. Yeah, look at the sprayed edges. You're telling me Sprite, I needed this. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. There was one more copy that I didn't have, but I have seen it at Barnes & Noble before, so I put it down. So I was carrying 3 copies of Dracula that felt a little ridiculous, so I put one down, and I got those 2, because they are very different from what I already have on my shelf. Especially the sprayed edges. These are stunning. Are you kidding me? Anyways, 2 copies of Dracula to add to my collection. Maybe we should do an updated Dracula collection video, and I can show you all my pretty special editions, because I have quite a few, and they make me really happy. I look at that shelf all the time, and I'm like, gorgeous. You're so gorgeous. I love Dracula. I was vampire obsessed. Oh my god, guys. I found an old picture of me in high school. So in high school, I was convinced that I wanted to do like special effects makeup, like as a profession. I loved doing Halloween makeup. I would always do my friends' makeup for prom, and I would get hired to do like prom makeup, weddings, things like that. I was in high school, I would just like sit in my room and just like play with makeup. And I found an old picture of like my first attempt at a vampire look. Jump scare. Jump scare. Okay, I've done many vampire looks since then. I'll put some like right here on the screen as I'm yapping. I've been a vampire obsessed since middle school when I read Dracula for the first time, and then it sparked that obsession. And then immediately I started getting into the House of Night series, which, oh my god. Did you guys hear it's finally getting an adaptation, like a true adaptation? I know that they've talked about it for years and they're finally doing it, and I hope they do it justice because I loved the House of Night series so much. It's one of my favorite books in junior high and high school. I've been vampire obsessed ever since. Oh, I have a Dracula tattoo as well, right here. It's a little bat. I don't know if you can tell. It's just a little bat. She's so cute. I love her. I think that's it, you guys. I've been yapping. I haven't really talked about what I've been reading because I've more so just been into TV, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I don't like put a pressure on myself to finish a certain amount of books per month. I really am a mood reader, and I've just not been feeling that great physically or mentally, and being in bed and watching like reality TV has been the moment, the vibe that I'm in, and I'm allowing myself to have that, you know. Reading is not a chore. It's not required reading. I don't have to like force myself to read a bunch, so who cares if I'm in a reading slump? Who cares? I'm gonna post this video anyways, even though we didn't talk about a lot of books besides Dracula, and maybe you guys are watching some of these TV shows too. If not, it was really fun chatting with you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me on my nighttime routine. I'm gonna go to bed and maybe read. Probably not. I'll probably watch Survivor, but we'll see. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me, and let me know if you like this style of video, this kind of like casual skincare and chat with me, FaceTime style video. I don't know. If you did stay this long, leave me an emoji. Leave me a fire emoji for Survivor, the TV show. The fire emoji. And I'll know that you guys stayed this long and that we're bookish besties. That's it. As always, thank you for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Bye. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about the movie I just saw. I just saw Captain America. Captain America was amazing. I don't care what people say. I am a little biased because I fucking love Anthony Mackie. Always loved Falcon. I've always loved Anthony Mackie and like a bunch of his other movies, so... But I thought it was really good. I actually really liked it. So, yeah. I just watched Captain America. If you guys watched it, let me know what you think. I fucking could have talked about that this whole video because I had so many thoughts on that movie. Next time we do our skincare, I'll talk about Marvel and like this new phase and what I think of it. But I love you guys. Bye.